Hello and welcome to our demo presentation for the beta build of our game. So here I am presented in the starting area of our game as soon as you launch the web browser, and you cannot move, you can only look around, and you were given the opportunity to choose between the builder or the finder, and this is dependent on the role you are playing, be it builder or finder. Finder will be in the warehouse environment on desktop, as I am now, and the builder will be in the living room here in VR. So we're going to start with Finder, and this will bring us to the next page using WebSockets in this warehouse environment. So as you can see, there are 3 different scaffolds. This corresponds to the 3 different furniture we're able to build. The chair, the table, and the shelf. For the purpose of this beta, only the table actually has working components. And finally, over here is the drop-off section, where as I spawn in different components, I can send them off to the next person in VR. So let's just do that right now. There we go. It is sent off. But if I add another one, it will be sent back to me because I can only send 1 furniture at a time. I'm not able to spam. Under each component, or on each component rather, there are these symbols, and these correspond to the symbols here, as you can see. And this will indicate to the user that of which components it can build. On the table legs, the same symbols are seen there. Again, for the same concept, I'm able to send these over again. And yeah, but unlike the tabletop, I can actually send the table leg several times because the finder, or the builder rather, will need several. So that is the living room. Next off is the living room area. So I'm going to the builders section, and here I am. I find myself in the living room under what I will be seeing in VR. So the point here, as you can see right there, was to build furniture. So unlike the warehouse and the finder segment, I'm now able to snap legs to the tabletop. Let's do that again, just like that. Easy. I can only snap them from where the star meets the star. I cannot snap them if they are not meeting. So if I can try, that will not snap. However, if I bring that closer, that will snap. So it is wholly dependent on the orientation as well of the piece of furniture. Once it is built, just like that, I've got a tabletop, and I can move it around. Everything is affected by physics, but they cannot leave the room. I can fling this around, and the room have walls, so they're not able to leave. Nice. That is the purpose of our game. In the alpha presentation, we described that the components sent by the finder will be sent and arrived by a package through the fireplace. This will be expected in the final submission, but for now it is not. The way it will work is the same way as it does in the warehouse. It'll just be a box, and when I click on it, it'll spawn in the furniture component that was sent from the finder. Thank you very much. One of the integral features in our game is the ability to send objects from one environment to the other. The point of this experience is for the finder to be sending components from the warehouse environment into the living room environment, just like so. And this will be the main communication between living room, finder, finder and builder. So once I click on that, just like the spawner in the warehouse, it'll spawn in an object. So now I'm going to try to make a full table set with this. So the legs. And again over here, I'll get the piece. It is. And last but not least, the final leg. Oop. There it goes. There is our complete table. Here is our completed table. So in conclusion, the team has come a long way since the alpha. For one, the environments are completed for both living room and warehouse. Completed, modeled, textured, everything. The ambient sounds have been put in, as well as the lighting as well. The table furniture piece is modeled, textured, and the components have been stripped. On the coding end, the spawning components in the warehouse is working and functional, as well as in the living room, as we just saw. The snapping components from one object to the other is also working, as well as finally sending objects from one room to the other. Finally, there are a few things in development that we wish to implement before the finished product. This includes a catalog option, which is essentially a way for the builder to decide which piece of furniture they wish to build. More furniture obviously will be more added, such as the chair and the shelf. The instruction manual is a way for the finder to tell the builder which component should be attached where and in which order. A VR functionality, which is the main functionality that the builder will be operating in, where they can physically pick up components and stick them together. And then finally, an end condition, where the end screen is present and the game is over. So yeah, thank you very much for listening to this presentation. I hope you look forward to the release of our game.